Nation's Leah Lando live at Newark tonight with the very latest. And Leah, how are things looking?
And Natasha, it's starting to wind down for the night. And the longest wait time that we saw here today was 30 minutes. So not too bad here at Newark. That is not the case at other airports apparently across the country. We're going to show you some video of some of the airports dealing with the longest lines as passengers wait in line for hours. This partial DHS shutdown plus spring break adding to this. Take a look at this video from New Orleans this morning. Travelers told to arrive about 3 hours before their scheduled departure, waiting in lines for hours. The TSA security line stretching from inside the airport into the parking garage there. And at New York's JFK, a similar scene, and you see a packed airport. This was about 5 o'clock in the morning. Atlanta, Philly, also long lines. This as TSA workers are about to miss another paycheck. They missed a paycheck last weekend, and if a deal isn't reached sometime this week, Natasha, they are set to miss another paycheck this upcoming Friday. So let's take a look at how this is impacting the workforce. Some of the numbers nationally, more than 11% of TSA workers were absent yesterday, and certain airports are getting hit harder than others, as you've seen. George Bush Airport in Houston down more than 42% of its TSA personnel, according to officials there. JFK here in New York and Atlanta's airport were told both missing more than a third of TSA workers. And President Donald Trump saying that he will send ICE agents tomorrow to help with security screenings at some airports. ICE will be deployed, he says, to 14 airports with some of the worst backlog. The president plans to use ICE agents to help support TSA operations. We're told including tasks like checking their IDs, monitoring those exit lanes, and freeing up TSA officers to do their other jobs like screening. But Border Czar Tom Homan, he believes ICE agents are ready for the job at hand. However, some travelers, they're not so sure.
We were talking about security options, and these officers are well-trained in security, and they're well-trained in identification. And look, we're going to do what we can to help TSA move those people to the line.
I don't feel like it's in the best interest of everyone to put individuals in positions or careers or fields that they're not experienced in.
Do you think it could maybe scare anybody?
It would most definitely intimidate and scare people.
It would help us to have more people here to help this mess. It's not safe to fly.
And Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, he has said that if an agreement isn't reached to fund the TSA, the long lines that we are seeing now, he says, will look like, quote, child's play. So we will wait and see if ICE agents are able to make a difference here. And of course, if this back and forth stops and an end is put to all of this. Natasha.
Leah Lando monitoring that at Newark tonight. Thank you. For more analysis tonight, we're welcoming in host of News Nation's Batya Ungar-Sargon. Batya, good to see you. There's so much to talk about as always on a Sunday. Let's start with Leah Lando's story there. President Trump saying ICE agents will be in airports starting tomorrow. He's saying he's doing this because, quote, Democrats are endangering TSA. And he also told News Nation today no deal should be made on DHS funding until the Save America Act is passed. What are your thoughts on ICE and airports starting tomorrow and also tying DHS funding to the Save America Act?
Big mistake. We have to get this funded. We have to get these people their money. This is some third world country stuff we're looking at right here. People who make $50,000 a year, who show up to work day in and day out to protect us and make sure that things are safe so that we can go visit our loved ones and get to work. The fact that they are not being paid is just atrocious. I think it's terrible that the Democrats are still putting up this resistance, but I also really don't agree with tying it to something as controversial as the SAVE Act, which, by the way, Natasha, as you know, not all Republicans are on board with. So I really think they need to get this done. And I do think Tom Homan is the right person for that. He's very good at de-escalation.